fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And right side, they're going to go option here. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
At the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick six in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. Back deep is Tavon Austin. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
And I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Rodgers' throw there, caught by Gallup. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. (21-0) our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A give to Elliott. They can't tackle him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Browns 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now Watson. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. ended up picking up 2.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Browns 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A handoff to Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, back to Fournette. Fights him off. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this belongs to the Vikings. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Watson. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Watson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 36, Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And some room to work. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Watson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Williams. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's caught downfield. It's Tebow. And all the way down to the 29. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns get a small measure of... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?